If I saw somebody running at my house with a bomb, I would want to shoot them before they got to my house. I wouldn't want to try to apprehend them, arrest them, and try to put them through a whole process. No, you just fucking shoot them.
There's no way people can be this stupid. So Cal Kulinski and Asmongold have been going back and forth, whether it be on YouTube at first and then on X as well. Uh, they're having this feud over basically Asmongold saying that more times than not, or more times than the Democrats, Republicans will criticize their own over the Democrats. If the Republicans did something wrong, he says, "Oh well, Republicans will all come together and say, oh, that's wrong," which is couldn't be further from the truth. And then he says, if Democrats do something wrong, then they'll just say, "Oh, that's not actually wrong, and you should believe that this is correct and that's not wrong," which is also just an insane lie. But they're getting into this beef, and then Kulinski makes this video on it, and then after that they start barking at each other on X. So let's get into it, and then I'll comment on it after that. Yeah. So here we're gonna cut it up into like a couple different videos because I don't want this video to be like extremely long. Of course, this whole video is an hour and 10 minutes. We're not gonna make this video an hour and 10 minutes, but I will show you as much as I can. So let's start here.
Homie literally said,
Yes.
when a Republican does something bad, other Republicans could be like, yeah, that's bad.
Yeah, generally. I think true. I think it's more true than for Democrats.
Absolutely
I'm sure there's
not.
exceptions, but I think it's generally true.
Absolutely not.
Yeah.
That might actually be the least true thing I've ever heard in my life. That is somehow the most false thing I've ever heard in my
So the argument is no. Got it.
entire life.
Okay.
Asmongold, bro,
Great argument.
let me just tell, let's just go with Elon Musk. What did
Okay.
Elon do when he was running Doge? You guys all know this. How many times have I given you the list?
All right.
He cut pediatric cancer research. Not a single Republican came out, not a single fucking Republican came out and criticized him for cutting child cancer research.
Has it ever occurred to you that maybe the research was done in a way that was bad?
And this is where I want to chime in here. Why is it where every time you argue with some type of Republican, if they do something bad, or if they cut something bad, or let's say something's good and then they cut it, why is it, oh well, the thing that they cut was good, but the way they're doing it is wrong? And it's every time. It's every time anything that's good that they cut, it's literally the same excuse. Well, the thing is good, but maybe they were doing it wrong. And they got to add the maybe because they don't know. They actually don't know. Their full trust is in the government, and saying whatever Trump says or whatever the Trump admin says is good. And whatever they do, we need to unilaterally just believe that it's good. I mean, that's absolutely crap. That's bullshit. So he's going to keep doing these points, and you can see it as he goes. He's going to keep saying, "Oh, this thing is good, but the way they're conducting it is bad," or the way that they were doing it was bad, but the whole thing is good. He's going to keep saying that, and he has no evidence for it at all. But keep going.
Like, every time that people say something like this, the implication is that, oh, they're curing cancer or something like that. This is bullshit. Yeah. And also on top of that, yeah, just because you're doing research doesn't mean that it's a good allocation of government money. What if the research that you're doing is problematic? What if the research is not funded properly? What if you're getting too much money? There are all of these questions. It's like, basically, doing cancer research is not an immediate and infinite get-out-of-jail-free card from any degree of accountability and any amount of government oversight. What a crazy thing to say.
Wait, so he's saying just because you do research, that doesn't mean it's good. Well, let's take your premise. Let's say it's not, okay? So your theory and your stance, your policy would be, oh, let's do no research at all then. I mean, because literally if I showed you any research about anything, you would say, oh, maybe they're not doing it right. Maybe they're not conducting it right. Like, you could say, I could do that about literally anything, right? I could say, I mean, this is what they do, honestly. But I could say, oh, with Snap, oh, they're most people on Snap, they're all Mexicans and they're all from Iraq. There's no Americans on it, and they're just sending it to anybody. That's what they do. They alienate any government program for absolutely no reason. Like obviously most people on I mean they actually did this. There was actually a news Max I believe was the uh, news station that did this. They had a graphic up of saying that SNAP recipients by ethnicity, and it was literally like Egyptian was number one, and then Iraqi was number two, and Mexican was number three, and all these people were immigrants. Like it's absolutely ridiculous. They alienate every government program as it's bad. I mean, it just doesn't make sense. But I don't see Asmongold. I also don't watch Asmongold, but I don't see him getting on here complaining about Israel. I mean, there's plenty of government programs that are good. I mean, I don't understand why they alienate some of them, but they do it all the time. In his worldview, I think he would just say, "Oh, no research at all. Just cut it all. Why not? Why not? Just cut it all." But keep going.
But it's for cancer kids. Okay, great emotional argument. We love that. It's optics? Yeah, it's just optics. It's just the way that it sounds. Because the idea of, oh my God, he's cutting research for cancer kids.
It's just
no.
optics. Wanting research for children is just optics. And let's say the program was bad. If you're just talking to Kyle, he obviously wants the research to be good. So he's not arguing against bad research. He wants good research. Like what are we talking about? So you can't put that on him.
Oh, that sounds bad.
He's not playing the game just to like. What is he to gain from for the child research for cancer for it to be bad? What does Kyle gain out of that? It doesn't make any sense. But keep going.
It was one of those things was literally a cure that worked.
Oh, okay. So we had a cure. Let's get this straight. We had a cure for cancer. We almost had it.
I don't think that's what he was saying.
But Donald Trump and Elon Musk turned it off. Okay.
He cut the funding for it.
I'm not kidding. It was a gene editing thing that they used to stop leukemia. They tried it on somebody.
Yes.
It worked. He cut the fucking funding.
Okay. So it worked on one person. Which, again, I'm not even sure whether this is true.
It's all complaints. Oh, now before it was, oh, the research is bad and the research is not doing anything for us. It works on somebody. Then he says, oh, it worked on one person. Shifting the goalposts. Like he's moved it 10 feet already. Like, I mean, it's absolutely ridiculous what he's saying, bro. But like I said, to keep the video short, I'm going to skip ahead a little more to this other thing that I had to say. So let's watch this.
To the extent that you're making your other argument, that one's also wrong.
Trump has been bombing random dingy fishing boats with innocent people in them.
How do you know that? You really think? What about the submarine? Was that a fishing submarine too?
Okay, two things. So he says, how do you know this? Sorry. The fact that, or he says, how do you know this? The fact that you don't know is literally that means it's random people. Like nobody knows who's in these fishing boats, and nobody knows their routes or anything. You have Republican congressmen in the Senate and in the House saying they need to stop bombing these people because we don't know who they are.
Senator, have been killed in 6 different strikes. Do you believe that these strikes against these suspected drug boats are legal?
No, they go against all of our tradition. You know, when you kill someone, you should know if you're not at war, not in a declared war, you really need to know someone's name at least. You have to accuse them of something. You have to present evidence. So all of these people have been blown up without us knowing their name, without any evidence of a crime.
Put up the video. Put up the video. We have Rand Paul, and there's multiple others saying that we have no clue, or they're really just saying we shouldn't be bombing these fishermen. We shouldn't be bombing these people because we don't know who they are. Literally, I don't know what you're talking about, Asmongold. And the other thing he said was
that a fishing submarine too?
Oh, the submarine. I mean, I can use your same logic. How do you know that it's a drug smuggling submarine? And plus, even if it was, like, are you just bombing every submarine on site? Is that what the United States is doing right now? Are they just bombing every submarine in sight? Like, no. Like, just because it's a submarine in literally on another continent, it's literally in South America, doesn't mean that you need to go blow it up and you don't even know where it's going. What is he talking about? He's stupid. My Lord, keep going.
Do you really think that they're blowing up? Really think that they're fishing boats?
Yes.
This is an innocent fishing submarine. Don't you guys have those? With 4 motors on them. Yeah, and by the way, so let me get this straight. So the U.S. government can read a license plate with a satellite from outer space, but you think that a Twitter post that said that the people were innocent is more accurate than that?
Republican congressmen, multiple, have said that they don't know who they're bombing. And they've said that we need to stop bombing them because they have no clues on there, literally. So are you calling the Republican congressman wrong? Or is that what you're doing?
Sure.
And nobody on the right has been criticizing it at all.
Because they agree with it, because it's the right thing to do. It is. Absolutely. Blow up the boats. Without even a question. How could you be against that?
How could you be guys, how could you be against blowing up random people? How? We have to blow up the random people. We have to blow up the random submarines. Why aren't we blowing up the random submarines in like Mexico? Why aren't we blowing up Mexican boats? I mean, this whole thing is obviously because Trump's trying to do regime change in Venezuela. So he's only blowing up the Venezuelans. I mean it's obvious. I mean, I don't know what else to say. That it should be obvious, but not everybody has common sense, I guess.
I mean, these are people that are trying to bring drugs to our country that are going to kill our people.
Let's use your logic, just to pause it again. How do you know? How do you know, Asmongold? How do you know that they're trying to bring drugs to the U.S.? And he had such a bad analogy. I don't know if it's right here. I believe it is. Let's keep going.
If I saw somebody running at my house with a bomb, I would want to shoot them before they got to my house. I wouldn't want to try to apprehend them, arrest them, and try to put them through a whole process. No, you just fucking shoot them.
There's no way people can be this stupid. He says he would shoot somebody running at his house. Okay, I don't know how big his yard is, but it can't be the size of the length from the United States to Venezuela. It's literally another continent down. So we're gonna shoot everybody from another continent? He's using the analogy of I'm going to shoot somebody trying to bring some drug to his house or something, to the United States, taking planes and flying all the way to a different continent to shoot a random fisherman boat and a random submarine. And it's random because literally the Republican congressmen don't know who's on these boats. Nobody knows. Who knows? I mean, that take is horrible. Simply, that take is horrible. Another thing. So I'm done with that video. I want to show you guys this here. This is their kind of feud here. Kyle reads, Trump illegally bombs Yemen, Somalia, Iran, plots regime change in Venezuela, attacks 22 fishing boats, killing 83 people, threatens Greenland, Panama, and Mexico, says he wants to reinvade Afghanistan, all while building concentration camps and ending due process. Asmongold has this graphic here, which is funny. You'll realize in a second. Asmongold says, this is the funny video, but this is your second tweet so far about me today. Keep it up. This meltdown will make great content for my show tomorrow. Remember when you used a dead rat as an alarm clock? Watch this.
I don't need to anymore.
Watch this.
Get the dead rat out. I don't need to anymore. It doesn't smell bad. It would. The thing is, I used to use a dead rat as an alarm clock, actually, for my stream, because basically what happened was, whenever the sun would come up, it would start cooking the corpse of the rat, and then it would start smelling again, and then the smell would wake me up. So I would use the rat effectively as an alarm clock, and as soon as it, you know, it got hot enough, it would wake me up, and then I would know, oh shit, it's time to stream. Get the dead rat.
Yeah, very intelligent guy here. Very intelligent. He says, yeah. That's why this graphic was a bunch of rats. Like, how many rats does he have now, right? I mean, in that video, I honestly don't know what he's saying, guys. I don't understand him saying they're not bombing random boats. They're literally bombing random boats. You don't even know who's on the boat. You don't know if they're drug dealers. You don't know anything. Okay, you're just listening to whatever the government tells you, whatever the Trump administration is telling you. He's just saying that they're drug boats because he says they're drug boats, which they're really not. He just wants to do some regime change in Venezuela. That's why he's bombing a bunch of boats off the coast of Venezuela. If he was really worried about some drug boats, he'd be bombing Mexican cartel boats. I mean, or Cuban boats or something like that. But he's not. He's only bombing the Venezuelan boats. So, I mean, it should be obvious. Like I said, I don't know. And then the lying thing, I mean, he's absolutely wrong there. Republicans literally lie all the time and nobody says anything. I mean, I just did a video about Marjorie Taylor Greene last video and how she used to say, oh, Joe Biden is directing hurricanes to Florida, and they're killing conservatives because they're in the red state. He's directing a hurricane to red states because that's where Republicans live, and nobody said anything. Nobody said anything. No Republican said anything. I believe Trump even expanded on that. I think he built off that and said like it was true. I think I'm not gonna say 100%, but I know for damn sure nobody denounced it. I mean, this happens all the time. Yeah. For example, another thing I just thought of, the Epstein files. Trump literally wants everybody to not vote on the Epstein files. He tried to convince Laura Boebert, I believe she's congresswoman out of Alabama, maybe. Tried to convince her to not vote on the Epstein files. Like, why are you trying to protect all these pedophiles? Some came out and obviously he switched his stance since, because he knows he won't get the votes to block it in Congress. But before, I mean, he's obviously trying to block the Epstein files, and only a couple Republicans have condemned it. He was about to get at least 200 Republicans to vote against it in the Senate. I mean, in the House, and 40 something in the Senate to vote against releasing these Epstein files. That's bad. But they're still all doing it. They're still all protecting the pedophiles if Trump tells them to. So everything he's saying is ridiculous. They have no points to them, no factual evidence to them. He can't show me a study where it goes towards his favor in terms of anything he's saying. So it's just all rhetoric, and the people following him are just blindly goes with what he's saying, and just going with his lies, man. I don't know how else to frame that. It's sad, but hopefully they shake out of that and stop listening to his bullshit. But that's gonna be the end of this one, guys. If you can, like, comment, subscribe, it helps my channel a ton. And we've been getting a lot of support lately, so I appreciate all of you in doing that. And I'll see you in the next one.